Hey everybody, welcome to the We Cool podcast. I am your host, Grant Winkles, alongside my co-host here in the studio, Ryan, back from the dead call.
What's up, baby? I'm back. I was 6 feet under, but you know what? Now I'm 6 feet over it.
And we got piping in hot from the East Coast. We got the beautiful Tommy, the Brooklyn baby, Bushwick baby boy.
Broadway, singing.
Tommy Bayer. What's up, dude?
Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Coming, recording here from Brooklyn.
New York City has truly changed him. Look at this. The city of brotherly love has made our brother someone we don't love.
Yeah, he's quite lovely, though.
The city of brotherly love has made me love some of my fellow brothers.
Which one of the cities is the city of brotherly love? Is that Cleveland?
Yeah. No, it's Akron. Somewhere in Ohio.
Ohio seems
I'm pretty sure it's Fargo, dude.
No, it's Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Tuscaloosa?
I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I don't know how to pronounce the place I'm from.
I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alaska, Bama.
Yeah, the name Tuscaloosa sounds like you just have like a little bit of chewing tobacco in your mouth. You know? Tuscaloosa. You couldn't really get it all out.
Do you ever chew tobacco?
Yeah. I did once. My roommate in college used to chew tobacco, and then he would leave like water bottles full of spit just in the dorm, and I for one loved it. I was like, I like that you do this, Paul.
It's like a lava lamp, but like
he also, I will say, he did one cool thing that's super white trash, but kind of cool. He made a table, and then he lined it with used, like chew cans or whatever.
You told us about this actually. One time before.
Yeah, have you said this on pod?
I think so. That's a real college like aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like you're
choice.
from a small town. You're
I first of all, I have something to add, but this is the We Cool podcast, the podcast where we apologize, we demand apologies, and we read anonymous listener apologies. Thank you all so much for listening. I'll say this, my dorm room as part of the decorations on the wall, I had a skull, like a tin skull thing that I stole from the gas station that I worked at as a kid, but then I also had a pair of panties hung on it from the girl that I had sex with.
Nice.
That upset everybody who came into my dorm very much.
Did you wash the panties?
Bad.
No.
Of course you did.
No.
Why would you wash the panties?
Yeah, I want them.
And wash the magical way?
I want them gamey.
Well, speaking of chewing tobacco, when I was working at the hardware store when I was like 15, I would when I was like too hungover, I'd be like visibly, maybe I was like 16 because I didn't start like drinking until I was like 16, but I'd be like visibly hungover, and then my boss would like send me to the basement to like fix grills, you know. And then I remember one day he like gave me like chewing tobacco.
Go to the basement.
Yeah, and I'm like in the basement of this hardware store like fixing grills. And this is like a grown man, like well into his 30s, and he like offers me chewing tobacco, and it's like I want to be cool, you know.
Yeah.
So I take it. And I remember getting like so buzzed, like, and just wanting to like pass out. Like,
dude, I think
just the nicotine rush was like too much.
It's a really nasty feeling.
Why is that a thing, by the way? I think everyone, when they were a teenager, at one point was offered just like a cigarette or some kind of tobacco product by like an older man who's just
like a grown ass person.
Yeah, it's like I'm 7, bro. What are you thinking?
I think when I was 16, like my uncle gave me like a beer and a cigarette, which honestly, the beer is like way more chill, I think, than the cigarette.
Yeah,
because a cigarette is just like. That's such a bad thing to give to a teenager.
Well, like, beer is like
depending on what era though. But cigarettes.
I did
cigarettes were
time.
Like very chill, like up until like the past like last 20 years,
which is our lifetime. So if we're talking about our experience,
so we're talking like 15 or like whatever 10 years ago in your case, you know, like
4 years ago.
Yeah, based on the math, you said in the past 20 years, Does 10 years ago fall within the past 20 years or
Dude, you know what this
cigarettes became let's put it this way. Like cigarettes became outlawed in restaurants in like around 2002 to 2004, depending on what states.
I think it was earlier than that.
I think it later because I do remember being in high school smoking cigarettes, but in Wisconsin. We would drive
that's
to
Wisconsin.
We would drive to
Wisconsin's
Denny's
like
Wisconsin
20 years
to smoke.
behind.
Yeah.
Oh shit, maybe okay.
So like, because I remember being in restaurants when I was a kid, and I'm 24 now. So like in like maybe like 2003, 2004. There'd be smoking sections at restaurants. Yeah. Okay. So if your uncle's just like a little bit behind the times, offering a 16-year-old a cigarette isn't unheard of.
No, and he didn't offer it. I asked him because I smoked cigarettes at the time. But still, if I'm in that position now and I'm him, I'm probably being like, go fuck yourself to my little nephew.
Yeah,
I'm not just going to give him cigarettes.
Dude, you know what this reminds me of, though? Okay, I do think there's like this thing where time has stopped for a lot of people at the year 2000 because like I saw a tweet the other day that was like, you asked me 40 years ago, I'm like, oh yeah, 1960, yes, and then it's like, no, that's like 60 years ago or whatever. But like my mom the other day, I was talking to her on the phone, she was like, yeah, I've had my Nook, like her little book reading
e-reader
tablet, her e-reader. She was like, I've had that for like 20 years, and I was like, you have not had that since the year 2000. She was like, no, I remember I had it. And I was like, then I looked it up and it was like, no, that came out in like 2009.
It is weird.
Like, still a long time, 11 years.
But thinking about Barack Obama getting elected the first time, that's 12 years ago now. That doesn't feel like 12 years ago, does it?
If we could go back.
Yeah, it feels like that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
If you guys could go back, would you? And not do anything differently. You just go back.
Just go back and hang out, like redo it?
Yeah. Would you hang out with yourself from 12 years ago?
No.
12 years ago, dude, I was 10 or like 12. I was
Tommy
12,
would definitely
years
be
ago.
hanging out with himself.
Tommy's offering cigarettes to his 12-year-old self.
I was 12 years old.
Cigarettes and wine coolers. Tommy's trying to molest himself. Tommy invents a time machine.
It's not molesting if it's you,
Yeah.
No, this
what
is
do you say to
self-love.
that, Tommy? Is that just masturbation?
Wait, what? What are we asking me?
If you go back in time to where you're a kid, but you're an adult now, and then you molest that child, are you a pedophile or are you just practicing a form of self-love?
You're for sure a pedophile.
Is that incest too?
I think that's a moral gray area.
I'd say so, yeah.
But what about would you fuck yourself, your present self right now?
Like if you were a duplicate? Like a body
duplicate.
snatcher situation?
No, I don't like.
Because I wouldn't. Because I don't like how I look.
Yeah, but if I could make myself a woman, I might.
Yeah, if I could do like the Snapchat filter over.
Yeah, dude, I'm an attractive looking woman.
Yeah,
I know. Then I'm kind of a piece. I will tell you that.
She's a woman. Now that just me looking at a picture of myself, but it's a woman. Going now that's a woman.
Okay, so we're all heterosexual, cis. What? Would you?
I'm a bro.
I live in
white
Brooklyn
dude.
now. I don't know.
Would you rather have sex with like a random other man or have sex with yourself?
Me, because I know myself.
Yeah,
I know myself.
same.
I've listened to enough Drake that I know myself.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was Drake over me, then maybe Drake.
Ooh. Yeah, because if you're saying, is it completely random? Like you could.
Well, there's a hierarchy for sure. There's dudes I would bang over myself, but like if it's a random, like just one off, I'd probably pick me.
Yeah, what if you pull, and then you run the risk of pulling yourself from the past if it's completely random. And then now you're, according to Tommy, a pedophile.
So we're folding in the time machine layer into this scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Time is a flat circle, baby.
That is true.
True detective.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't fake detective. I'll tell you that. That was real. Everything that happened in that show.
That's a good character.
Guy who doesn't
takes every title literally.
Yeah.
True detective.
Yeah.
True dat detective.
You know when you're watching a movie though, and they say like based on true events,
And
isn't
then
like
it's bullshit?
everything based on some true events?
Well, that's like the Texas Chainsaw
like
Massacre.
what's not based on some true events?
Okay, this is really interesting that you brought that up because I was
like Lord of the Rings. Like Lord of the Rings, there was wars, there was swords.
Yeah, but they don't say based on
true
Yeah,
events.
what? Yeah,
I know,
it's
but
not like Lord of the
but-
Rings is like opening on the Shire and it's like based on true events.
First of all, that'd be cool.
This happened in the 1700s.
But no, seriously, it's like there was castles, there was kings and wars, and I mean, those are true.
You don't
events.
know that though. It happened so long ago. We're just going based off of what paper tells us.
They were some of the armor was accurate. That's a true event. You know, I'm just saying what dictates a true event and what doesn't.
Truth is subjective. That's what we're learning more and more now.
Well, and comedy's objective.
No, Tommy, you're mistaking event for just like set design. Like
I'm not mistaking
having armor
anything.
and castles isn't an event. Like
this is Tommy's defense in his like when he like is in
when
court
he goes to future jail.
Yeah, he's like, Your Honor, how do we even know? You know, like what? Because some things are based on true events, but did I actually do what you accused me of?
No, but listen to this. I don't know how much I actually want to like fuck. There's a new Disney movie that just came out, and it's called Clouds, and it's about this guy who I went to high school with who got cancer, but he had a super viral YouTube song. Have you guys ever heard of this at all? Like,
wait, so the Disney movie is about a guy you went to high school with?
Yeah.
I went to high school with his cousins.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, me and Matic are from Stillwater.
Is he getting any money from this?
I'm sure the family sold the rights, but he had like a very viral YouTube video of a song that he wrote. It's called Clouds, and they turned his story into a Disney movie. And the thing is it says like based on true events, and I'm watching the preview for the movie, and I'm like, yo, bro, that's not our high school. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. But also,
well,
like,
it can't be the high school.
No, I know that, but like, I feel like they kind of embellished. It's not really like
What if there was like someone like who appears on screen and it's like the most idiotic guy who's like duh, 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 and they're like, Grant Winkles, get out of here. He's like just like smashing his face into a sandwich at
like,
the lunch,
and that's like, Grant Winkles,
and that was Grant Winkles, the local school idiot boy who was special and dumb,
and everyone punched him in the head,
and he had a small penis, and you're just like, that's me, Grant Winkles.
It's called that we wish it had been him.
This might be upsetting and stupid for me to say, but here's the thing: the movie clearly paints this kid as like very popular, and the whole school like knew about his story and everything, and it's like, bro, I didn't even know this guy. Like, I learned about all this way after we graduated.
Wait, so
like,
Grant plays one
viral.
of the. We should. Go viral.
Grant's one of the bullies in this movie.
No, I just think it should be portrayed correctly. Whereas, he wasn't that popular. I'm sorry.
Wait, sorry. Can I cut in here really quick?
What?
So this guy was going viral in your high school and you didn't know about it?
He went viral after we graduated.
Oh, so did he get like diagnosed with some illness?
Cancer.
Yeah. Okay. And then he started going viral and
yeah, he was like on Ellen and stuff. I think he actually really went viral like after he had died.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that's not where I have the bone to pick.
That he died.
No. The bone to pick is that, I think they misconstrued. I was kind of the king of the high school, so the storyline they should have consulted me at the very least to see kind of who the major players were, like what our thoughts were on
and maybe
this.
there's some more interesting stories happening in that high school other than this guy.
I mean, I've told many on this podcast
over to
already.
Grant Winkles.
I'm mixing Viagra into my friend's applesauce.
Just going down the big hill on your skateboard.
Yeah.
That's what the movie should have been about. Was when I went down the big hill on my skateboard, and everybody said, Grant, it's dangerous.
He can't do it.
You should be wearing a helmet, or at least some elbow and knee pads. And you know what? I ended up in a wheelchair. So,
yeah, they should have definitely focused on Zach Peterson's party where I jumped off the roof into the pool. Like,
yeah,
I don't know why
the movie starts out. It's
that
called,
Disney movie should have focused on you.
So the movie starts out, it's called like what, Into the Clouds or whatever?
It's called Maddox Touchdowns.
It's called Maddox Touchdowns. Oh wait, what's the movie called though, really quick?
It's called Clouds.
It's called Clouds, and it's the movie starts in the clouds like it's The Simpsons. It starts out basically like The Simpsons, and it goes dun 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 dun.
And then Homer's running in the house.
No. And then it pans over to Zach Peterson's party and Grant's jumping in the pool. And then it pans over again to Chris Maddock and he's doing like cool shit from like,
scoring a touchdown.
Yeah,
scoring a touchdown and stuff like that. And then, and then it covers those key points because those are the most important parts
of the movie. And then at the end
movie.
Title card, this film is dedicated to the memory of
Grant Winkles.
Yeah.
The movie
and that time he went down the hill.
Yeah. I am a land lobster. I went down Chillicoot on a skateboard. So
yeah.
It would have to be 3 touchdowns in one game in my junior year.
A couple notes with this movie. There was no mention of Grant Winkles. It was kind of a problem.
Imagine if Grant was one of the.
Out.
It would be really funny if Grant was one of the like test audiences and like it's scoring really high with everyone but you, and you're like 0 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're like, oh, did they call this clouds because they pulled us out of nowhere? Okay, did they just imagine this whole thing?
They should have called this movie Ass because that's what it seems like they pulled it out of was their ass.
Yeah, it was their
It's also what it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
man.
that was definitely not worth me outing myself as a complete fucking monster talking about that, but it's okay. I'm not going to watch the movie because I'm not in it.
Why have a podcast if you can't say some stuff that you're going to immediately regret?
Sorry to...
we're sorry.
Yeah, because I do have a lot of high school friends who listen to this podcast. But hey, write in and confirm my theories. Right?
This movie was a cancer. I don't...
Sorry, we were having a quick movie review. We had Roger Ebert in the studio.
Yeah.
Who also died of cancer, I believe.
Yeah, his chin looked fucked up. His jaw.
Yeah. You know what? Movie critic, I'm calling bullshit. Bad profession. Why?
Yeah.
We don't need him.
I'll
decide for myself.
What about a guy who's a movie skeptic? And he's like, I just don't know if that movie existed.
And now we are back full circle to, do we believe that Lord of the Rings is based on true events?
I'm going.
Okay,
no.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's based on some true events, is my point.
There were never orcs.
Yeah, but there was also, there were swords and knights in shining armor. So, those are true events.
Those are costumes.
Yeah, those are costumes.
Yeah, that's not an event.
It's not a costume if it's your profession.
What?
And
An event is something that
knights.
happened.
People were professional knights back then.
Tommy does seem like he would be a modern day squire,
Yeah.
like a guy who never makes night, but he's like, oh please let me clean your butt chaps.
No, I'm the guy. I'm the guy with like a.
Let me
I'm the guy with a.
I'll clean the horse's nuts.
Please, sir, let me clean the horse's nuts with my ass.
No, I'm like the gay guy with the tambourine who's like, the king is my favorite guy. He is super cute and nice and
Like the guy from
and I'm,
Monty Python.
yeah, and I'm like running around with that thing, and I make all my coins that way.
I think coins.
My silver.
Let's bring back coins.
You know what
Yeah,
I do think I would be? I think I would be a motherfucking cowboy in the 1800s, though. I think I'd be a bona fide cowboy.
Well, Lord of the Rings isn't based in the 1800s. It's based in the like
1700s.
Late 1700s. We're talking like 1790.
Bro, you know what this reminds me
Right
of?
after the signing of the Declaration.
Yeah.
I was looking at
That's when the Battle of Minas Tirith broke out.
George Washington with Sauron. Prove me wrong.
It was right around the same time,
Okay, but dude, I was looking at old timey photographs, and they were like old timey people, like from the 1800s, and they were just like a mishmash, right? And all the women, like I would say, like 30% of the women were like, "Oh, that she's attractive," and then 100% of the men just had the most insane
Hideous.
facial hair and like male pattern baldness combination that I've ever
Pockmarks,
seen.
They working in the iron factories,
like-
just getting sprayed by fucking melted pewter, and
I saw a guy who had like 3 lines as a beard, like on his cheeks. Like,
that actually sounds kind of fire. That sounds cool.
no, it looked dumb as fuck for him though. Like,
Yeah.
and he's just bald as fuck, just like fat and in a suit. That looks stupid.
Those mutton chops.
I
they were
seriously
rocking.
think that like I would be like a decent looking woman in like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Like
be a
that would
good
be
wench.
kind of like a piece. Yeah, like
Tommy,
like
you would-
people would see if I like had like a certain type of like female attire on, people would be like, that is a woman.
Tommy would be like,
Look at that saucy wench.
He would be the first male witch burned at the cross. And they're just like, we're not sure, but we're going to do it too many ways.
We don't know.
He's like kind of androgynous, and frankly, that terrifies us. I've got poisoning, and I've been going out of my mind on the worst psychedelic ever invented.
He soured all my cow's milk. I know it.
He's 32 years old and doesn't grow facial hair. What is going on?
He's
Burn
a
this
witch.
witch.
Kill him. You have to tie him to a torch and burn the whole torch.
Bro, that's like for sure. I'm so glad I don't, live back in like the early 1900s when they were burning witches.
Yeah,
we
would all be screwed.
I think Tommy would be one of those babies in Sparta that they go, not this one, and just toss him in the pile.
Well, no, that's the new bit is like just like guy who just like says random dates confidently and like thinks he knows history. It's like, dude, when they were burning witches in the 1940s, I did not want to be a part of that. Okay, that was crazy.
I disagreed with it then, and I disagree with it now. You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta say though, women's rights, all this yada yada yada, great stuff, right? We're all agreed here. But
okay, but why'd you say it with that tone then?
Yeah, I didn't like that tone.
Why'd you get so sarcastic?
To all of our female listeners, which is 99% of our listeners,
I don't have that tone when I'm talking about women's rights.
Yeah. But listen, it would. As a
Yada,
dude,
yada, yada.
as a dude, it would be pretty sick. Your girl is kind of like upsetting you or something. You're just like, hey, I think she put a hex on me. All you got to do is just start that room or low key, boom, she's gone.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Is you taking care of?
Why are you're saying this like it's like some like bit or insight? But that's just what legitimately would happen.
I know. I'm saying it was just a easier way to deal with your problems back then. I don't know.
Yeah,
Come on, it's bro talk, dude.
Yeah, in like the early 1500s, or whatever, 1400s, if like a woman just like kind of knew how to read, people were like, okay, let's
what's going on here?
She's like, this is suspicious.
What's happening?
you can't break up with me. Oh. And then he's just like, she's a witch.
He's like, I stubbed my toe the other day. I'm pretty sure she's a witch.
Wait, did you guys ever see the Scooby-Doo Halloween special with the Hex Girls?
Mm-mm.
No, I watched the one where they're on a pirate island and it's ghost pirates. You remember that one?
Damn. If any of the listeners have seen the Scooby-Doo special with the Hex Girls and they also thought they were hot, because I thought they were hot when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys
they're a bunch of witches in black, and I was like, okay, this is right down my alley.
What's the most despicable cartoon that you were like turned on by as a child?
I thought
character.
I thought Nala was sexy as hell, dude.
From Lion King?
Yeah, when they're like rolling around in the grass. I was like,
oh my god, Nala was a piece, bro.
Yeah.
She was a piece for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What about you, Tommy?
I liked Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
No, but the older sister is
he would give that Stitch would give that sloppy top, let's be honest here.
Disgusting. Did you guys ever watch the show? The show was pretty good.
Mm-mm.
They had more little Stitches.
I didn't have cable, man.
Damn.
Neither did I.
Come on,
want to know
why?
Yeah,
we didn't have that Montana money.
We lived in Wyoming and we were poor.
Who cares, dude? You live somewhere where there was like cowboys. I can't remember.
Dude, I will say
doesn't matter.
I do feel most at home in the desert.
All right, Ryan. What cartoon did you want to bang?
Oh, I wasn't fucked up like that. None of them.
I'm not a weirdo.
Yeah, I'm not fucking hentai boy like you guys.
Marge Simpson, when her hair is down, can get it.
No, I will say this: Starfire from Teen Titans. That was one of my sexual awakenings.
I don't know what that.
I was 17.
Yeah.
What about the old guy from Up?
What about the grandpa from Simpsons?
What about Mike Wazowski? Okay, would you give it to old Mike Wazowski?
Basically, any Billy Crystal role. I'd fuck Billy Crystal is what I'd say.
What about all the penguins and
Happy Feet?
Yeah, and Happy Feet.
A March of the Penguins.
Yeah. Well, the one penguin was hot in Happy Feet.
Which one?
The one.
All the characters in Ice Age.
What about Iago from?
No, Sid from Ice Age.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
What about? And then they had girl Sid, and I was like, just when I thought it couldn't get any horny, you're making him a girl now.
I loved in cartoons they would just be like, okay, this is a girl because it's a squirrel with like lipstick on, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening and I'm into it,
dude. Okay, legitimately one of my first sexual awakenings that's fucked up was. I remember I got really into like Predator, the movie Predator.
Yeah.
And then like
I thought you were like, I got really into being a predator.
yeah, as a 7-year-old.
It's a sexual awakening.
I'm like, I think of myself as a predator, just on the African
You're a
Serengeti.
pickup artist.
Dude, I did watch Pickup Artist and was like taking notes. But I got really into like the predator, and then I was like on the internet like researching, and then an image of like a predator with tits came up, and I was just like, yo, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of my first sexual awakenings.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm brave for admitting that on a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways,
man.
Mom, if you're listening, now you know what I was doing in the basement.
Ooh, did you guys ever see the Atlantis movie?
Yes.
The cartoon? Where they go down into Atlantis?
Yeah.
And then like the blue chick steps out of Atlantis, she's wearing all that blue. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
That was really good stuff.
Bro, the first time I ever saw a Blue Man Group.
Man, that was my sexual awakening.
Fucking hit that pipe.
Do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I'm getting an ASMR boner.
Blue Man Group, I have seen them. They rip.
Yeah.
I feel like they're great.
Yeah.
To be that goofy, and then also, Arrested Development. What's his name was trying to be? Tobias was trying to be in Blue Man Group.
Yep. That would be a good Halloween costume.
Tobias,
Blue Man Group.
Oh,
Yeah, if we all win as the Blue Man Group.
yeah. But then you got to dye your skin.
Yeah, then you got to be blue. That's the biggest problem.
And you know what? Like Blueface, I'm not even touching that.
Yeah.
I'm not putting, not doing
I mean,
anything.
that's the whole appeal of the Blue Man Group is that they go on stage and people go, I can't believe they just went out here blue.
Yeah.
Like no one even really cares about the
going
music.
for it.
They're just like, damn, these guys are really blue right now. That's
What about a guy who doesn't
that's
know?
something.
He doesn't know what Blue Man Group is, but he dresses up like it for Halloween, and then he's just like walking around playing.
He's just sad.
Yeah.
Is this the Charlie Brown?
Well, this is Miles Davis.
No, this is Miles Davis.
Blue and Green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
this
love
isn't
this
Charlie
song.
Brown?
This song's great. Wait for the trumpet. Here we go. Don't stop. You're listening to the We Cool podcast, and I'm the only host, Ryan Call.
Can I tell you guys something?
Will you tell us?
I remixed that song in high school and made a beat out of it.
No, Tommy.
Sampled it.
Did you try to rap over it?
Huh?
Did you try to rap over it?
Yeah, I'll try and send you guys the beat. It's
Send it in.
It was it's as embarrassing as you think it is. It's like trying so hard to be like boom bap.
Were you
It's
talking about your first relationship that you ever had?
Dude, yeah, probably, man. I mean, I was like 15, really trying to just bar out on like my basement microphone.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was bad. I apologize for it.
I mean, we're looking at you full screen on like a 60-inch TV, so we're really getting the point of view of that computer back then when you were doing it. Like
Tommy just rapping over that about Elaine from Seinfeld and how she broke his heart.
Yeah.
Yo, Elaine from Seinfeld, why?
Well, I do have to say, it is October. Like I'm
spooky, ooky,
yeah, exactly.
Ooky,
I want people to send in.
It's ooky, spooky.
I want people to
folks.
send in any ooky, spooky, creepy, weepy Joe Biden
Creepy,
stories or
weepy,
apologies.
sleepy.
I've never felt more scared in my life. This steroids that they've got me on. I'm scared of my own shadow, folks.
I'm scared. I have a boner, and I'm having a good time, folks.
Bro, you guys saw him saying that he would kiss any man, woman, and child. In the
we
audience?
tweeted from the
he's so
account.
horny,
it's like
bro.
he's been listening to this
That's
podcast.
so funny.
It's like,
Any child, man, woman, I'll kiss you.
the men. I'll kiss the men.
He's done it, guys. He's done it 3 times.
I know,
and the
it's his
latest
new
one,
thing.
He's getting ready for his Netflix special.
The latest one he did yesterday was, I'll kiss the biggest man or biggest woman.
Or oldest woman.
The biggest woman or biggest man. He was like, I'll kiss the
Trump
biggest.
thinks he's in prison,
Yeah.
but he's confused about the rules. He's like, first day in prison, you have to kiss the biggest man, show him that you don't have COVID anymore.
You gotta get him on your side, folks.
Then they'll let you join MS-13.
Or the Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah. He's like, I want to go give someone a big kiss.
I'll give any man a blowjob.
And now
Any
he's
man
saying-
over here, I will blow you.
And now he's saying he's like what? Not invincible. He's like cured. He can't get it.
Oh,
again.
he's immune.
Yeah,
I'm immune. They tell me I'm immune.
That's not. He's just. That's not true.
I'm immune.
What about like Trump at like a wedding and like like the minister or whoever's like, before we marry this couple, does anyone have any objections? And Trump's like, yeah, I do. I want to kiss them both. I'm like, is that Trump? And he's like, I would like to give them both the biggest kiss. I don't have COVID.
Folks, I would love to give them a big kiss. Let me kiss them, okay?
Okay, spooky,
It's spooky,
smoochy,
because I do
smoochy.
have COVID still. But I will kiss them. I'll kiss every baby on the penis.
Well, I just want people to feel very free this month to send in Halloween suggestions, themes, apologies. It's a night of mischief, so I think people probably have a lot of Halloween type stuff to apologize for.
Ooh,
I'll
I'll demand
something?
a Halloween apology.
Okay, all right.
My ex-girlfriend, who we might have on the podcast one day, she was like really into Ouija.
We will have her on the
All
podcast.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
She was into Ouija and what the fuck's the tarot. And she like messaged me one day, and she was just like, or no, it was in person, but she was like, "Are you cheating on me?" And I was like, "No." And then she was like, "Because I was playing tarot, and it said that you might be cheating on me." And then it was like doubled down on it, and I was like, I promise you, I'm not. Like, this is a made up thing that you're. It's not
But
real.
did she believe you?
I think
She got
after
the
a while,
she got the special tarot "Are You Cheating" box set.
Well, that's
she made me look her in the eyes and be like, "Tell me."
It's like the whole thing of like when your partner wakes up and they're like, I had a dream that you cheated on me, and it's just like, fuck you. And then it's like, well,
It's like, well, have
I
better
didn't.
dreams. I had a
Yeah.
dream I was flying and it was amazing. Okay, I don't know what you want. Stop eating so much cheese before bed. Okay.
Yeah.
You know that if you eat that much cheese, you're gonna have a fucked up dream.
this sounds very
It's true,
specific.
man. You eat a bunch of cheese, man. The dreams they get crazy.
I haven't been dreaming like at all recently.
Have you been getting drunk or smoking weed before
Oh,
you dream?
yeah. No,
So
yeah,
here's the
definitely.
thing. Did you know if you do that before you go to bed, you don't enter REM sleep
I
until the
did
very
know that,
end?
yeah.
And then what's going to happen is when you stop doing that, you're going to have really vivid, intense dreams. I was having like school shooter dreams for a while when I stopped smoking weed for like a week straight.
Where you're the
School
school shooter?
shooter?
No, where I was
dreams?
just like or like home invasion dreams
Yeah.
where I would just like,
Stress dreams.
yeah, they were like really intense.
Yeah.
And then I'd wake up and like yell at my roommate because I was just like, so actually we're saying like, oh, don't get mad at your significant other. But I get it. When you're having like an intense dream and you wake up, the first person you see, you're going to take it out on them.
My girlfriend told me like last night or yesterday morning, she was like, I had a dream that I cheated on you. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I just, it's like,
Yeah.
damn, all right. Like, I don't know. I just didn't really care that much.
is
I don't know
awesome
why
that-
people would care.
It is awesome that your girlfriend is having those kind of dreams where she's like, yeah, I had a dream. I cheated on you.
Yeah. And
then
I was like,
Did she
I
feel
was like,
bad
okay.
about it?
Yeah, she did feel bad about it. She
Yeah.
like wanted me to like feel bad with her. And I was like, it's just a dream. It's fine.
You get mad at
She was
her.
like, but she was like, I feel so bad. And I was like, if I told you every single time I had a dream where I cheated on you, I was like, you don't even have to tell me this information.
No,
It's
I think you
okay.
should demand an apology from her. I'll go ahead
Yeah.
and demand an apology from her.
Yeah, let's demand an apology.
Dana, we know you're listening.
We know you're not listening, actually. Or
Yeah.
we're pretty sure.
She was
you're
like,
not.
dude, last night I was making her dinner and she's like, can I be on your podcast? I'm
She's
like,
pretty
I don't
funny. I've seen
know.
her tweets.
She's just like, come on. I was like, okay. And then she was like, I don't even want to be on your podcast.
I don't want to
I'm
be
like,
on your stupid ass.
Sounds like
podcast.
she's
And
been
I'm-
reading the pickup artist.
I was like, what are we talking about here? What's going on?
It's like, also your hat looks dumb.
yeah.
I
Should we read an apology soon?
yeah. I'll just say this. Halloween recommendation on Ryan Call's advice. Last night I watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, it's a
circa
great movie.
1978.
Yeah.
Very good. It's on Amazon Prime. What was I saying?
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, I got and just any movie that has this.
Yeah, it does start with that, and I don't understand why they use that to start the movie. Because the virus is not Scottish.
It just there's like 2 or 3 points in the movie where it just smash cuts to like a wide angle landscape shot, and this is playing.
It is really eerie, dude. I will say it would be really funny because the whole premise of that movie is like these aliens come. It's like a parasitic thing, and then it swaps people out, and they're not emotional. But it would be really funny if the aliens were Scottish, and like it's like someone who's like, it's not my husband. He's not acting the same. Then he walks in. He's like, I'm still your husband. What do you mean, baby?
Those bagpipes do speak to like, my European ancestors.
I told you guys
every single time there's bagpipes. I'm locked in.
I told you guys a couple weeks ago I've been listening to that song, just wondering if I'm Irish.
I'm saying like any movie that features
Scottish,
that track is just an absolute banger. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, go check that out. It's really good. But yeah, we have an apology that comes to us from the Far East.
Whoa,
Thailand. It's not. This is a story we're gonna cover real quick. So apparently, in Thailand, the defamation laws are like very, very, I don't know what you would say, loose or
they're playing it loosey goosey with the defamation laws.
So basically this guy
wait, that means you can defamate anybody's name or what?
No, you can't. So I guess
that
they're
means
very
it's tight.
Yeah.
They're very tight defamation laws.
All right, sorry Tommy.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay. Tommy's a defamation lawyer.
Hey man, we start talking about defamation. I get hot.
Ever since people started talking shit about Tommy's voice, he's just gotten really into defamation law. He's like, you can't say that about me. You can't. I'm not a public figure yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what people can and cannot say.
From a legal standpoint,
I just passed the bar exam in Thailand, and I will fucking sue your ass.
From a legal standpoint, I have to be in SAG to be considered a public figure, and I'm not a public figure, so you cannot say that about me right now.
So I'm like, legally, that is not a roast, and you will be getting sued.
He's at a Comedy Central roast. Legally, I'm suing you.
This is this is from the New York Times, and the very weird headline for an article. He's sorry for his bad reviews. He may now avoid prison. An American who went to jail for disparaging a hotel in Thailand online apologized profusely as part of a deal to avoid prosecution. In an episode,
really quick. Sorry, sounds like whoever the person who gave us a 1-star review, they should be receiving similar repercussions.
Yeah,
and we will find out who you are. We've been assuming blindly who you are,
and we're also we're learning from the mistakes that we saw the militia carry out in Michigan, and we are learning from their mistakes, and we are doing tactical training.
Mm-hmm. We are very dangerous.
We're gonna kidnap you and put you on a boat and send you to the middle of Lake Michigan. Did you know that was their plan?
What?
That was their plan for the governor, was to just put her on a boat and leave her in the middle of Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Are they going to tie her up?
It's a real Snidely Whiplash fucking.
Yeah,
also, what do you do?
That's also like a Sufjan Stevens like chorus, where he's like, I was in the middle of a boat on Lake Michigan.
But dude, also like, my problem with that plot is then you're just on the boat. How do you? Because how do you get off the boat?
It kind of sounds like a similar way you would deal with a witch in the 1940s. Really?
Yeah, it does.
Put her on a boat. If she's a witch,
release her into the fog of Lake Michigan.
And that is actually
from whence the fog she came, to which the fog she goes.
But that was really poetic.
Thank you. I wrote that just now. I thought of that.
Is that we will do this to you if you leave us a 1-star review. We'll find you. We'll reverse engineer.
Okay, so what else happened in Thailand?
So this is how the article starts. He's very, very sorry. But the hotel in Thailand that threatened an American guest with prison for his bad reviews may end up with bigger regrets. So the hotel now, nobody's going to it because they're just terrified. How can a hotel send somebody to prison? I don't really...
Yeah, who's their PR guy, by the way, that's like, the way to solve this
is Donald Trump.
We're going to send him to prison.
Because this is actually what Donald Trump wants to do to like everybody but Fox News and QAnon.
Also, this is the most.
The hotel just sends you. They just send you to a La Quinta, and they're like, "This is basically prison already."
This is also the most American abroad thing in the world, where it's just like giving a bad review to like, like a a hotel or some shit where it's like, yeah, dude.
Okay, so here's the statement that we have. Oh, this guy is just so he's you can tell that this is made under duress. All of the statements that I made are completely untrue. These reviews and comments were written out of anger and malice. Now, I, Mr. Barnes, have regretted my actions and would like to apologize to Seaview Ko-Chang and its staff.
What's his name?
Mr. Barnes.
Mr. Barnes.
I'm not seeing a first name.
Mr. Barnes muffled through the gun that was in his mouth.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. These are from reviews on TripAdvisor and Google. Like, what is...
Not even Yelp.
But like,
does Yelp do hotels?
I think so. I'm just like wondering what this hotel possibly thought it could gain by kidnapping this man and making this is in the New York Times. This is so much of a worse review than a Yelp review or a Google review.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of respect it. I think we should be following this business model and the
Iron Fist model of
okay. This is what he was
Fascism's
complaining
cool,
about.
dude.
Yeah, this is what he was complaining about. The dispute began in June when Mr. Barnes, a hotel guest, objected to paying what he saw as an excessive $15 corkage fee so that he could drink a bottle of gin he had brought into the hotel restaurant.
No, it's my gin. I have to pay $15 for that?
I already
I
paid
gotta pay
$3.
fucking $15 for this gin.
I paid $3 at 7-Eleven for this gin. Now you're gonna make me
doesn't
pay
gin in Thailand literally cost $1 for like a...
Everything's very cheap there.
They pay you.
Yeah.
They're like, please take the gin. We have too much.
Yeah, and then so this is what he wrote on TripAdvisor and Google. Avoid this place as if it was the coronavirus.
Snap.
Yeah, got him. Got his ass. And then it said the hotel said it repeatedly asked him to take down the reviews and posted its own detailed rebuttals online.
He's like avoid this place like it's the coronavirus while he's like actively traveling, you know.
In June.
In June, he's like avoid it like
In
the corona,
Asia.
and it's like you didn't do that.
He
you
had
know?
coronavirus while he was there.
Yeah, like what the
He
fuck are you
infected
doing?
Thailand to coronavirus.
Yeah, this guy's a moron. I'm on the hotel
And
side.
then they asked me to wear a mask, of all things.
Yeah,
in 2020.
he's drinking gin. Like, get your life together.
This dude,
okay?
this dude got
Who drinks gin?
very cucked by this hotel. In his statement, Mr. Barnes expressed gratitude to the hotel for allowing him to avoid prison. So
Good.
This
They should have sent that man. They should have locked that man up. I say abolish prisons, except if it's this Mr. Barnes guy. Okay.
This is so crazy. The hotel has forgiven me and agreed to withdraw the complaint. I would like to sincerely thank the hotel and its staff to take this new opportunity to announce this news to the general public. God damn. Man,
Yeah.
the hotel industry in Thailand. Don't fuck with it.
Cutthroat.
Yeah. Also, Thai, there is like some.
Well, you've
pretty
traveled
intense-
abroad,
yeah.
right?
I've been to
Yeah,
Thailand.
Grant, you're one of those white guys who's traveled all over Asia for
sure.
an extended periods of time
For no reason.
for no reason,
And I'm
and you don't talk about it much.
But I'm one of the good ones, because I don't leave bad. I understand the defamation laws in Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing though, they are
Yeah,
like
you leave really good reviews out of all the brothels you go to.
they
He leaves a 5-star review, but then it's still like, this sucks.
yeah. See, that's what we want people to do.
That's what
Practice
we want.
you-
Leave a
practice
5-star review
what you
and then
preach.
shit on us
Dude,
in
we
the
did get
description, comments, whatever.
Get a really, really nice 5-star review. Our last one touched our hearts and fingered
It
our
touched our
assholes.
hearts and made me cry.
So
but
thank you to whoever that was.
if you like, you have to stand. You have to be respectful to like any image of the Thai royalty in Thailand, and they have like because the king is like
Yeah.
very, very.
It's like a deity, right?
yeah, and my friend was there.
More like deity. That guy's fat. He
Well,
needs to.
my friend was there when the king died, and he said like everything in the whole country shut down. Like you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because people were like out on the street like wailing and
He's just
crying.
walking around like, no, I'm an American. It's
Yeah.
okay. I don't need to do this right now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you would like go to jail if you did that. Honestly, I'm not kidding. They are like very, very serious about
It's not a big deal to me, okay? I'm not from here. So
Don't worry. Quit
Calm
freaking out.
down,
Did
calm
you even
down.
know him?
Right.
he's just like constantly throughout the day putting like eye drops in his eyes, so his eyes are watering, and he's like, yeah, I'm broken up too about it. Just
that
so
is
he
like
can
a
get,
Larry
like,
David
groceries.
Larry David in Thailand when their king dies, and he's just like,
and he's got to look sad about it.
It's like, I'm not gonna fake sadness, okay? I'm not gonna fake sadness for these people. I'm not sad he's dead.
And he's got
but it'd be Larry David. It would be like Larry David, and he's like, he's getting ready for like a role where he has to have like a crying scene in, but he can't like cry, So then he's like in this like Thailand situation where he like literally is forced to cry, or like his life will depend on it. So he like finally like is able to cry, and that's where he learns the skill.
Well, and then he comes back to America and is like trying to tell people, like, he's excited. He's like, I cried, and they're like, I don't care. Like, nobody gives a shit at all. They're like, whatever, Larry, just do whatever you need to do,
Yeah. No, you don't understand. I'm a crier now.
Yeah, Larry.
I have emotions.
Larry, you need to clean your house. It looks like shit, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thailand is it's a radical place. I've been to like where this happened, and it's what's nuts about it is that it's like Mexico for Russian people. It's like super Russian. So I'm guessing this happened at like a really, really fancy hotel.
Imagine if Russia had a Mexico.
They do. It's Thailand.
But okay.
Yeah, I'm imagining
I
it.
take me and my family, we go to Thailand for a nice vacation.
Also, Vietnam. I went to a place in southern Vietnam that was literally like a Russian city.
Really?
It was like the signs and stuff were in Russian. It was just all Russian people. Oh, here's something. Here's something.
So what about this? You see this? So apparently,
one time when I was in
Vietnam, people in Thailand are crying because the king died. So what's going on with that,
there's
people?
There's a lot of Russians in Vietnam.
I own 5,000 cars.
Sometimes
Sometimes I cry if I get a dent in my car.
Got his ass.
Got him, dude.
So apparently, Trump is gay with Putin.
You see this?
You got to read this? You hear
So
about this?
apparently these two guys are going around having gay sex. By the way, what is gay sex, by the way? What is that? I don't know what that is.
I'm too busy working on my cars.
I'm too busy working on my car. I don't know what gay sex. How does that work?
In fact, what is sex in general? I don't know.
I have a new show on the Outdoor Channel.
My name's Jay Leno. I'm a virgin. I'm just a little virgin
What is
guy.
sex?
Is it when you have put your dick in your exhaust pipe on your cars?
Is there a way to have sex with a car? That's all I
What
want to know.
What's it, folks? No, seriously, what is that? What's going on there? What is under a woman's skirt? What is happening? I don't know.
Does she have where do you change her oil?
Where do you change the woman's oil? I do not understand how it works.
These
Folks,
new
no,
Teslas,
seriously.
they don't have an engine.
This is what I can apologize for in Vietnam. I lost my cell phone. Just it like fell out of my pocket or something. I wasn't like it was just bad luck. I was biking home one night and it fell out of my pocket and I couldn't find it. So I was with a friend and I like the next morning I turned on the Find Your iPhone app and it popped up like 2 miles away from where I was. So somebody just found it and picked it up and had like taken it to their home or something.
Yeah.
And I was like drunk when this happened, but not like I knew right away that I had lost it. It wasn't like I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh no, it was like within 5 minutes, I was like, my phone fell out of my pocket, biking home, went back and it was gone. But the next morning I like got on my moped and just ripped down to the police department and just like, if you're American over there, the police will just help you find your lost cell phone. Like, and
because if they don't, the American
I'll
military
report it to the
will just
embassy. This 19-year-old lost his cell phone.
Yeah.
And the defamation laws
I had a
in
friend who
Vietnam
went to,
are much less strict.
I had a friend who went to Thailand and he just went into the police department when he pissed his pants and he was like, "Can somebody change me?"
It's
and
Jay Leno.
Here's something. I pissed myself.
So anyways, I pissed my pants in Thailand and the police just changed my diaper. Can you believe that, folks?
But so
I wear an adult diaper. Can you believe that?
I was like very hungover with no license to be driving a moped in Vietnam, and these cops just get on their motorcycles and they're like, here, follow us. And I'm just like ripping around this little town. And they're coming with me. They don't speak English.
They gave you an honorary badge.
Yeah, they don't speak English. They gave me a gun.
Can I turn the sirens on?
I'm like pounding on doors with them doing no-knock raids, looking for my cell phone. And never found
You're like
it.
also beating the shit out of like people trying to sell drugs in Thailand.
Yeah.
You're like, get on the floor, you scum.
I was a Vietnamese police officer for 4 hours, very hungover, kind of drunk.
Dude, that rocks.
Yeah, and then but it was crazy because they're just like
they begged you. They're like, please don't tell anyone that we couldn't find
but
it.
I don't know. It's so weird because like
How did you communicate with them too? Because you said they didn't speak English.
Grant's a Vietnamese police officer.
You're just going for
He's like shooting people like, I'm getting too old for this. It's like, dude, you just took my gun and we've been with you for 15 minutes.
Just like I'm extorting like little Vietnamese shops and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I can't like this was probably like 3 months into my travel. So at that point you're just completely adapted to like being in the culture shock is gone. So like if this would have happened like within a week, I would have been fucked because I would have never gone to the police. But like what you realize the longer you're over there, you just get used to it and you're like, yeah, I can just go like drunk drive my moped to this police department and they'll help me find my cell phone that I lost. And they did. They tried really hard.
Dude, you know what's crazy too is like,
dude, Grant, I love that, bro, and respect that.
You did the same thing that Bruce Wayne did in like the first Dark Knight movie.
I am the Dark Knight.
But without any training, there was no training aspect, and then you came back and instead of then being Batman, you just were Grant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I went back to being an open micer.
Yeah. It's like Master Grant.
Alfred, you wouldn't imagine what I saw over there.
Master Grant, you have to wipe the puke from your hair right now.
I went to a ping pong show in Bangkok, which I did.
Some people just want to watch other people lose their cell phones, Master Grant.
Some people...
I lost it a little bit on that riff, I gotta be honest.
Some people just want to watch do sevens at Acme.
Yeah, baby. That's the only thing that brought me back. Not my girlfriend, not prior commitments, not anything else. It was like, I wonder if is gone from 5s to 7s at Acme.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Bro,
dear Lord.
We're gonna bleep that, right?
No.
Okay, no way.
Why? Because I don't
give a
say
shit.
stuff if you like are expecting to have to bleep it.
Yeah, keep that in.
Hey, if you're listening, fuck you.
Oh my God, dude.
Okay, now you gotta. Now we have to bleep
God damn
that.
it, dude.
God, this Ryan's got no fucking balance.
It's like, dude, it's like when, and then he's like, oh no, we can't do that. We can't go there.
Yeah, like, and then you're just like, that's fine. Dude, you can't. Dude, it's so hard to gauge this fucking kid. I'm
Listen,
bro, we can't just keep bleeping.
No, I'm bleeping him. Okay, so
you're just gonna have to bleep me every time I talk.
Sorry to the Sea Resort in Koh Chang, Thailand. This fucking asshole will never do it again. The Sea View Koh Chang Resort in Thailand. Very sorry.
Very, very sorry.
Yeah, we love you long time.
All cops are bastards except for the Thailand Police Department. We love our boys in blue.
Oh yeah, this is bad because I claim to be I claim to be on the left, man, and stuff, and now I'm talking about how great the Vietnamese police are.
No,
man.
dude, American police are bad. Taiwanese police are cool as hell.
That's Taiwan. It's Thai.
It's just Thai. It's not Taiwanese.
No, that would be from Taiwan.
Can you see that Tommy started a little campfire in his Brooklyn apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Spooky, he can't afford heat. Candle
Tommy just cut off the top of his head and dropped a candle into his brain.
Ooh. Wait, so it would just be the Thai police?
Yes.
Nice.
That is crazy though. As a hotel in Thailand, you can just like dial 911 and be like, "Look at Yelp, get this motherfucker."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That is what they did. But
and did you get your phone back?
Never did. Nope.
Damn. So the police are still bastards over there.
Yeah, you're right. They fucked me. They fucked me on that one.
They can't even help. They can't even change a Jay Leno who pissed his pants or a Grant Winkles who lost his phone. What good are they?
I pissed my pants and they wouldn't change it. It's something.
So I was over in Thailand and I pissed my pants because I'm literally mentally disabled. And I go to the police department and get this, folks. They just changed my diaper right then and there. Can you believe that? They're great guys.
And then they told me, they said, but here's the problem. They said, we're not going to do this again, Jay. You've been doing this every day.
Another quick.
They said, Jay, you can't just come to Thailand and piss your pants.
I said,
at the police department.
You're the one place that would change my diaper.
So I was riding the moped, and when I first rented the moped, I was like, "What kind of classic car is this? I've never seen a Cadillac shaped like this before."
Dude, you know he's got to be on the Epstein logs.
Yeah,
dude, big time. Of course he's there. He's got to be like the weirdest guy.
Yeah, I bet.
Except he
looks like he looks so oily and like waxy.
No, but he's not on the logs because he drove like an original like Model T onto the island, like one of those boat cars.
He
Let me tell you something. This is how you get around the logs. This is how you get around the little black book.
So they were saying, why don't you come on this Lolita Express? And I was like, I got a 1962 Mustang. What am I taking Lolita Express for?
What kind of classic car is this Lolita Express?
Classic
car with wings and turbine engines? I'm the scene. What's this?
Yeah, Jay Leno seeing literally any type of machinery and goes, what kind of classic car is this?
Was this a Pontiac?
Yeah, what is it? What year? What model? He's like looking at a vending machine and he's like, so what kind of classic car just hands you a 7-Up? Is this a
Maserati? What is it?
Is this some sort of Mazda? What's going on here, folks? What is this?
It's a beautiful craftsmanship on this vehicle.
All right. Yeah. This has gone on far too long. Well, let's do anonymous. What are we at? We're at 45 minutes? Good. All right. Here we got an anonymous listener apology. So again, sorry to the Seaview Resort in Koh Chang, Thailand.
Our hearts go out to you.
We will never do that again.
And we will never forget you.
So if you want to submit an anonymous listener apology, go to grantwinklescomedy.com/WeCoolPodcast and submit or demand your own anonymous apology.
Or confession. You can also just confess to something.
Or spooky story.
We're opening it up this time. Tell us your haunting stories. Tell us your alien stories. We want to hear it.
Tell us your skinwalker stories.
We're into it. If you got body snatched. I want to know.
We want to know the ooky spooky stuff.
If Tommy stepped out of a time machine, some sort of portal, some sort of plasma-looking portal, and demanded oral sex from you at any time in the past, future, or present,
call 1-800-444-3282. You may be
the class action
entitled into a class action lawsuit against Tommy Bear.
Has you or a loved one been
And if I did
has you or a loved one been molested by a time traveler? You may be entitled to money from Time Corp.
And if I did do that to you and you write into the podcast roasting me, I will sue you for defamation.
I'll see you in Bangkok.
Right, exactly.
Son of a bitch.
But folks, we do need... I will say this before we read the apology. We do need more apologies, so please do that. I think everyone who's written in has said that their life got markedly better afterwards.
Definitely.
We also need more 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, and please continue to tell your friends about us. We appreciate it.
Here we go. I'd like to apologize for convincing my friends over Facebook Messenger that I was gay in 6th grade. It was a lame thing to do at its face, but I also didn't realize that one of my friends was in the middle of a really nasty custody battle between her parents and that her mom had just come out of the closet. And had left her dad for her softball coach.
Buddy.
She was pretty sensitive to me coming out and then it not being true.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You don't say. You don't say.
I mean the softball coach detail is
that's like a
so
hat on a
stereotypical,
hat.
like typically like lesbian. I almost don't believe it,
It is amazing. Well, yeah.
Two middle-aged women meet on their softball team. Mm-hmm. I mean, what is it? What is this? Some sort of movie that I would be into? What's going on here?
Yeah. Is this some sort of movie from the 90s? This
is a
hot
90s movie from the 90s that I would like to watch. What's happening?
And if so, send me the link if this movie exists.
This does sound like an Adam Sandler movie where his wife leaves him for her softball
and
her
he's
daughter.
The softball coach.
Yeah,
he's the lesbian softball coach.
It's Mrs. Doubtfire, but he's the
he dresses up as a lady to get on another softball team to defeat his wife and her new girlfriend's
wanted you to love me. Why you?
Yeah.
I just wanted to do fast pitch. Oh, by the way, real quick tangent. Have you guys watched Hubie Halloween?
No, I've heard it's good.
It's really good. Check out the new Sandal.
Dude, I checked Netflix the other day, and it's #2 in the nation for.
It's
people
really
love
good.
the Sandman.
It's really good.
We're gonna have him. We might have him on the podcast.
Yeah, we're trying. We're angling. But yeah, so I would say that this is a reprehensible thing to do. It's a good thing you were in 6th grade because. I mean, if you got in a little bit past that, you'd be canceled.
Well, and I'll say this too. If this happens in a vacuum and you're 12 years old and you're coming out as gay as a bit,
good bit,
funny,
pretty
but
funny.
Inside of a vacuum.
Yeah, if you do that in a Dyson, hilarious.
Yeah.
But the problem,
but you can't just be inside of a vacuum and on Facebook Messenger and saying you're gay.
I mean, good luck even getting in a vacuum.
How
now.
are you gonna get inside of it?
How are you going to get the app to load inside the vacuum?
They make them so small. Yeah, you can't get Wi-Fi in a vacuum. No,
Right.
idiot.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's other things going on in the world other than just you being 12 pretending you're gay. You know, there's
that's true.
Wars, there's famine, there's climate
Softball
change, softball practice happening. People are throwing change ups. They're throwing fastballs. They're throwing other kinds.
Curveballs.
Talk
about your curveball.
Balls.
I would say that's a pretty big curveball.
Talk about my curveball.
Mom's gay. Mom
Talk
is
about
gay.
a curveball.
But yeah, that fucking sucks. You know. What are you gonna do though? You're 12.
Here's the thing: we feel bad for the kid and their divorce, even though it was their fault.
Yeah.
We also
No.
though when
It's
you're
your fault. Your mom's gay.
when you're 12 though, you do say like a bunch of shit where you just regret it. I remember like making fun of my Uncle Eddie for being deaf when I was 12, and then now
Dude, I remember being like literally like putting tape all over my face when I was 12 in school and pretending I was mentally challenged.
see, but that's a good bit.
Like I would have tape all over my face, and my friends would just love it, and
mean,
the teacher would love it too.
Also, Tommy,
everyone loved it.
You know what's crazy? I was just gonna say
it was such a bad thing to do, and everybody loved it.
there are millions of grown men right now that still think that's hilarious.
And
so it's okay that you did
nodding
it.
their heads
Yeah.
in solemn silence, being like, "Good bit."
Yeah,
good bit.
every 40-year-old just like one nod just went.
Yeah.
That is very funny.
We've covered this before. Like, as a kid, you really, you're learning morality.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's by
yeah,
making
exactly.
mistakes like this that you get those first like pangs and sharp feelings of guilt. You know.
So you get some pangs, but if you're my deaf Uncle Eddie, you don't get any pings. You know what I'm saying?
You don't get nothing.
You don't get any sound.
Yeah.
Sonic pings. I was doing this.
No.
I would knock on the table, and he'd be sitting at the table, and then he'd look up like I needed something, and then I would just go, "Yeah, I know how you work." Oh my God, we work off vibrations.
Not a bit. It's not even a bit.
Yeah.
That is just harassment.
I was like 7. I don't know.
It's like a bit if he doesn't know.
I'm singing
Yeah.
good vibrations to him.
You got echolocation. I know what it is.
Yeah, you're like half bat. You're a Batman, man bat.
But no, Grant, you are right. You are trying to find your moral line.
Yeah.
Oh, so
and,
Grant's right, but I'm not right for doing what I did.
No,
It sounds like
everything you've said is wrong.
and you're reflecting and still laughing at what you were
Well,
doing.
it's pretty funny at the time. Also, I'm on good terms with him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But so
It's hard to
this is
tell.
why
I call him, he never picks up.
But I sympathize with this person for just being like, okay, here's like the crux of a joke. Like, let me say something that's just not true about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just going to say or maybe it is true about them. Who knows? But like, I'm just going to say I'm gay, and then that's like that's the joke. That's the twist.
When you're 12, yeah.
When you're 12, you know what I mean? So it's just the timing of the situation is insane.
Well, I'll say this too. You ever try to FaceTime a deaf guy? It's practically impossible.
You're just
Stuck on this.
stuck on. I one time saw a blind guy on the bus FaceTiming.
Really?
Yeah,
why wouldn't he just call?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe the other person wanted to see him though.
Maybe, but I was like, that's interesting. That seems like a Far Side comic or something.
And then you threw something at him and it hit him.
The
You're like,
far
oh, he is
side,
bald.
the far side take would be like him holding up the phone and he's like, "Can I touch your face so I know what you feel like?" And he's just like touching
Ooh,
the
that's
screen.
really funny.
He
Grant.
accidentally hangs up on him.
Yes, that's really good.
Yep. That's That's what we're here for. Just alley
that was very clever. That was a great joke.
Ableist material.
No, very ableist.
Somewhat. I tried to hedge there for 1 second.
I don't know why you guys went there.
Here's the thing: is I had a situation similar to this in like what it actually. I didn't come out as gay, but I was like cyberbullying some kid, and I didn't even like realize it as a kid. It was at the time when like we were on MySpace and just fucking around, and I was just saying mean shit to this kid because I thought it was funny, and he was taking it like super seriously, and it became
you can't tell
like
when
a
you're
thing.
there.
I know it became a thing, and I don't do that anymore. I don't cyberbully 8th graders anymore.
Now you do it in person.
Yeah.
You go in person to the middle school and you go, "What up, you little bitch?"
Yeah, and then I can see their reactions,
Yeah,
and
it's honestly a lot more gratifying.
Yeah,
to do it in person.
My friend had a similar moment. In middle school, he took a shit on one of our other friends just stooped their front stairs, and he took it. I saw him take the shit too. It was hilarious. And then it got around that Colin took a shit on Jesse's, front steps, and then Jesse was like, "Hey man, that really was fucked up because I had to clean."
Wait, what?
He had to clean it.
And the kid was like, and then Colin goes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, I feel kind of bad now about taking a shit on Jesse's steps." And that's when he learned, the morality of not taking a shit on someone else's steps.
The actual consequences, because when you're taking the shit,
also,
it's like, this is the funniest thing that's ever been done.
I was just going to say, is there anything funnier when you're 12 years old than seeing one of your other friends just take a shit in public?
No.
There's nothing funnier. I've never laughed harder than, like, being 13 and just seeing one of my friends take a shit on the street.
It's crazy because, like, as soon as you said that, I had, like, 3 different images of my friend shit.
Also, I say 12,
we
dude,
all had
when I was 19.
we all had like a Zach Galifianakis meme where he's like at the casino, and instead of like math behind us, like it's different times where our friends have taken shits in weird places.
Dude, also,
asses. I say like, when you were 12, I remember being 19 and my friend had to take a shit on the side of the highway, and I've never laughed harder at that. Like at anything. Like it was so
funny. If you guys had to
funny.
do that now, I'm laughing right now.
Yeah, it is really funny as an adult. I think I joined him too. I think after a while I was like, "Hey, I might take a shit too." Yeah, you're doing it. It's funny.
Just out of solidarity.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
we stand
my
together.
friend took a shit in a urinal at a museum. At the museum downtown Minneapolis, we went in there when we were like 10 or 11, and they kept trying to kick us out because we were too young or something.
Yeah.
And we like snuck into the bathroom really quick, and he's like, "Man, I can't believe they're gonna kick us out." And I was like, "Yeah, this sucks." And so he's like, he took a shit in their urinal,
and it became an exhibit. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah, it became part of the art. Oh my god, it's so funny.
All right. What else? Do we have anything else?
No, that's it. Sorry to this person's friend for the divorce. Sorry you went through that. Sorry about the false flag.
Yeah. Well,
I have
like one New York story I would like to end on.
Okay. Sure. So yeah, that's it. Sorry to the kid I cyberbullied, Andy.
Yeah.
Sorry to my Uncle Eddie. Yeah. You can't hear this, but I am sorry.
Somebody type out a message to Uncle Eddie and send it on over to him.
Yeah. Okay. So I have one thing, antidote to end on, and
say
antidote.
Say antidote.
Yeah.
I have the antidote.
Wait, you have the antidote?
I got an antidote. I got antidotes. Actually, you got antidotes. I got antidotes.
I got an uncle dote.
I got my uncle dote, and my uncle dote sitting right over there.
Hold on,
we're gonna solve this.
We were doing the Antifa character, like Antifa, but it's Antifa and Uncle Fuck. And you don't want to deal with Uncle Fuck. You want to deal with
Uncle
Antifa.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. So anyways, I'm just waiting for the bus here in Brooklyn, and this just one car just kind of hits this bumper of this other car like right in front of me, and this Middle Eastern guy gets out and he's like, "Oh, what you hit my car, and he's freaking out. And then this like 12-year-old kid steps out of the driver's seat and he's like, "Yo man, my bad." Like, and he's like, "What did you do?" And then they're both like looking at me. I'm like their mediator or whatever.
Nice.
He's like, "You see this?" He's like, "You see this?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, man, I'm listening to Chapo Trap House right now. I can't, I can't really get into this." But But the kid, I knew he was not 16 because he looked so young, and he just like kind of dipped out of there. He was like, "Man, I really gotta go."
Car?
Yeah, the guy was like, "You can't leave." He's like, "You can't leave. This is the real world." Blah blah blah. You can't leave, and he's like,
when people stop being nice.
Yeah.
But it was just like a 50-year-old, like, Middle Eastern man, and like a 12-year-old, like, just child, and he was just like, "Bro, I'm telling you, I gotta leave."
I hear you right now,
Actually,
but I
have to go
Yeah.
though. Like,
Dude, this kid was so funny, dude. He just wearing like the tiniest sweatpants and Jordan 4s, and he's just like, "Bro, I'm telling you, I can't stay. You can take a picture of my license plate, but I gotta leave."
Do you think it was
his
his
car
car?
was definitely stolen.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so sick.
Sounds
man. I was
just like
"Oh."
that kid in The Wire who steals. He's like
Yeah.
an elementary school
Yeah.
kid, and he steals cars and just joyrides in them.
Yeah.
That would be cool to be a kid like that.
Yeah. So
This kid
that, I mean,
sounds
that
cool
kid
as
should
hell.
maybe apologize. I don't know. But
Yeah.
he is 12. We all make mistakes when we're 12.
This
Going
is on
back,
par. This is on par with coming out of
maybe
his gate when you're
he's
12.
learning. He's learning morality right then and there. So
I'm telling you, I gotta go.
he's
I cannot
right
stay
in this,
here.
he's literally 5 feet tall, and he's like right in this grown man's face with the biggest beard, and he's like, "I'm telling you, I can't stay."
This kid sounds fucking awesome.
I know. I was like blown away.
This
dude. I
kid's
was
gonna
like,
be president one day.
That was Barron Trump.
yeah, that's Barron Trump's big ass. Put that man in the NBA, by the way. Okay,
For real.
Get him out of the White House. Get his ass in the NBA.
That's
All right,
that's
guys.
just great.
Hey guys, sorry to interject, but I have someone here that wanted to say something to Tommy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah. Who do we got on the line?
Well, we got this man named Waylon, actually,
Okay.
who was at a show that Tommy did, and that I did, in fact. And that didn't work out. So So I'll set the scene. It was my record release show. I had a bunch of comedians there, and my 9-year-old son was there, Waylon, and he watched there was 15 comedians, and he watched all of them. And after the show, he said, "Can you tell him?"
I thought that Tommy was really funny.
He said he thought Tommy was the funniest, even with
Adult jokes.
the swears.
Thank you, Waylon.
Even with
Thank
the swears.
you so much.
Then, so I have this trophy at my house that is second place in the World Series of Comedy, which Waylon knows correctly to mean that I got second in the world at comedy, right? And so he's pretty impressed by that.
Wait. Can you say the last part starting from trophy? You cut out for a little bit for me.
So I have this trophy from the World Series of Comedy, the first year the festival went on. So
Yes.
Waylon found it and correctly surmised that I got second in the world at comedy, beat by only one person.
Jay Leno.
So we often talk about who this person must be, right?
Yeah.
And he said that that person must have been wrong, and then he said, unless it was
Tommy.
Unless it was Tommy. Unless it was Tommy. I think that guy's pretty gifted. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm gifted, and thank you, Waylon, so much that you made my day. I will say that means a lot, and most importantly, it's because of the swears. Okay, the swear. Don't listen to Jerry Seinfeld. It's because of the swears. So, but thank you so much, Waylon.
Yeah. Thanks, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Well, you got a fan. We know who's writing in.
That's the sweetest thing. That I love that.
It was it made me laugh very hard last night, Tommy, when we were talking about this on the text thread, and you said that Waylon likes you because he thinks that you're only like 3
Waylon
years
sees
older
me and
than-
he's like 15.
I
He's
didn't
like,
know.
we're like
I didn't
5
know
years
kids my
apart.
age could do stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Waylon sees everyone else and he's like, well, that's an adult person. And then he saw me doing stand up and he's like, I've seen that kid, I think, in my middle school.
Yeah, he thinks
So-
Ryan. He thinks me and you are older than Chris.
Dude, that's
He
awesome.
thinks
That's awesome. I'm a respectable man about town.
Yeah.
Well, Waylon, thank you so much for chiming into the podcast. We appreciate you. Feel free to come back anytime.
Yeah, thanks.
Can we
Waylon. Leave a
on
5-star
in the
review.
description do like guest Waylon Maddock?
Sure, of course.
Sick.
Yeah.
I guess that's up to Chris.
Okay, up to Chris.
We just dox his son.
Yeah, maybe just Chris's son or something.
Well, that is fantastic. And Chris, I'm assuming that you lost to Jay Leno.
Yeah, I didn't stick around, man. I don't know.
You knew after the second you stepped off stage, you were like, that wasn't first place performance, that was second place.
You just heard the rumble of that 1956 Cadillac coming up, and you were like, God damn it, he did it again.
I thought my set won, but it was the way I dropped the mic.
Yeah. Jay Leno's just like, Jay Leno's like, so I saw this big ticking thing with that had numbers on it, and I was like, what kind of car is that?
Just crushing.
I see that. I see the flashing the red light at me. It makes you wonder what kind of car is that red light?
What kind of stoplight is that?
Everywhere, and I'm like, what kind of cars are they?
I think your brake light's broken.
I see a traffic light. Am I supposed to get off stage? What's going to do this?
So, anyways, I pissed my pants in Thailand. So, folks. Before we get out of here, a few quick things. Please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. We're trying to do that. I know it's so pathetic to ask you guys that because you already do a lot simply by listening. But
not really, because you don't do that much by listening.
But we gotta butter them up. We gotta make them feel good about themselves. Listen,
what more can we do? We're giving them free content.
You're working harder than any blue collar worker. You're the real heroes, not the troops.
You guys are the front line essential workers.
I'm over here in New York putting in work and talking about what if Jay Leno was pissing his pants in Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay?
But listen.
This is genius shit.
You think we do that for the love of the game? No, it's for the 5-star reviews.
We're on our hands and knees here, folks. What the 5-star reviews do, though, is it drives us up in the algorithm so that other people can find out about our podcast so that we can do the podcast longer and longer and longer. So we would sincerely appreciate that. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell the oldest member of your family what a podcast is, how to subscribe, and how to rate us 5 stars, folks.
Here's what you do. Yeah, you go to the Apple store.
Go to a nursing home.
Open up, get all the phones. Go, like all your older relatives, just take their phone.
Yes.
Go into the podcast app, subscribe, 5 stars. You don't even
go
have
to Verizon. Go to Verizon. Get plans for the oldest members of your family. Get the most expensive plan. Sign them up. Subscribe.
Newest iPhone.
5-star reviews. That's all we're asking, folks. We're not asking a lot here. We're just asking you to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to support our podcast.
My laptop's gonna die soon. So
okay.
All right. Anything to plug, Tommy?
No, nothing.
Is this episode coming out this week?
Yeah, this will be out this week.
Okay, so if you're listening to this, me, Ryan Call, the only host of this podcast, will be at House of Comedy at the Mall of America. If you're hearing this now, it's probably Thursday. You got 3 more days to see me. I'm hosting for Drew Dunn. Those will be fun shows. Come out.
Yeah, Ryan, you actually need to apologize for faking your stand-up death.
I thought I was quitting.
Yeah, and now apparently you're headlining the Sisyphus contest too.
Yeah, next Thursday. So it's Sisyphus. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll plug that next week.
For me, I'm hosting with Courtney Baca the Sisyphus Funniest Person in Minneapolis contest every Thursday night at Sisyphus Brewing. Come out to that. These shows have been absolute bangers.
I just don't know how it could be a true contest to determine who the funniest comic in Minneapolis is when I am not there.
Well, the signups were very much open to you, and
I already was a finalist, baby.
Okay, all right.
I already lost.
Doesn't matter.
I already lost,
at all.
baby.
I won that contest.
Tommy did win that contest. He headlined a couple weeks ago, and it was a fire show. They've been really good. They've been selling out. Tickets are $5, and it's all going to support Sisyphus Brewing. And Courtney and myself. So yeah, help us get some fucking money into that place and buy some beer. I'm trying to think if I'm going to be in Bismarck next Thursday. We probably don't have any listed. Well,
we might.
If you're from Bismarck, come see me at I don't even fucking know. 1603 main event.
Oh,
it might
yeah.
even be a private event. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I don't think I have anything other than that. Oh, follow me on Twitter at Grant Winkles, WINKELS. Follow all the We Cool stuff.
At Idiot Ryan Call, Twitter, Instagram. Tommy's at Tommy Bear, right?
3 M's.
Dude, it's so bad. I gotta change it.
Just type in Tommy Bear, it'll come up.
We Cool Podcast on all social media. Hit us up on YouTube as well. I don't know. We're just trying to build everything.
Anonymous apologies, confessions, weird, ooky, spooky stuff that you've had happen to you. Send that to grantwinkles.com/WeCoolPodcast, right?
Yep.
Nailed it.
Got it.
All right. Hey, folks. We're doing it. For Grant.
All right. Thank you for listening, guys.
Motherfucker, Tommy. For Grant Winkles.
For Tommy Bayer.
No, for Grant Winkles.
I'm Ryan
and Tommy Bayer. Chris Maddock and his son, Waylon. I've been Ryan Cole, and this has been the Week One Podcast. Thank you.